It's beautiful, isn't it? Having a completed spirit list. Every single primary right here. Every single support spirit right here. Oh my god, I've worked so hard for fuck! I forgot the fighter spirits! I mean, I could buy them, but that would suck. Wait, I know where to get them. Welcome to Smash Bros. Ultimate's Classic Mode. This is, without a doubt, the best Classic Mode in the entire series. The reason being that every single character in this game has their own unique route to take that is tailored to them. So, good god, they went well above and beyond for this, and we're going to take a look at every character's Classic Modes. First of all, we have Mario with the Let's Go route. So because Mario is the most default and basic character in Smash, he gets what would be considered to be the default Classic Mode, and the one that's most like the previous games. He battles major characters from all of Nintendo's biggest and best-selling franchises. First The Legend of Zelda, then Kirby, then you move on to Donkey Kong, Pokemon, and Fire Emblem, whether or not people want to admit it. After that, it hones in on the Mario series with a mob battle against the Koopalings, and a final battle against Bowser and Giga Bowser consecutively. And not only do you get the Mario Fighter Spirit for beating this route, but you also need to get the Building and Wedding Mario Spirits from the shops. Or in the latter's case, you can beat All-Star Mode, having landed Luigi's Taunt Attack at least 3 times. I honestly would rather buy it from the shop. Donkey Kong's campaign is Journey to New Donk City. This one actually tells a story. So, after beating up King K. Rool, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong take a plane from the jungle, and then they find themselves fighting characters in urban areas. This culminates in a big battle against the Mario Bros because, you know, Mario and Donkey Kong have had a long-running rivalry ever since the first Donkey Kong game. And at the very end, you get a standard final boss fight against Master Hand, with Crazy Hand joining in if the difficulty is cranked high enough. Going forward, if I don't mention a final boss, please feel free to assume that it's Master and Crazy Hand, because it is for most characters. Link's route is a quest to seal the darkness, and living up to its name, Link goes on a quest taking out Agents of Darkness. That is to say, every character who has Dark in their name. Ridley, Bayonetta, Ganondorf, and Dark Link. To wrap it all up, it ends with a final boss fight against Ganon, because it'd be weird not to have Link fight Ganon at the end. Samus's route is called Another Planet, Another Bounty. This one has Samus fighting characters who basically fit the roles of her usual enemies. Wolf is a space pirate, K. Rool is a stand-in for Kraid, the Robs are robots, Mewtwo, Bowser, and Charizard could be any number of psionic and monstrous enemies she fights, and both Ridley and Dark Samus are self-explanatory. Dark Samus's route, the Great Poison given form, has Dark Samus use Phazon to corrupt heroic characters and turn them against their allies. First it corrupts Zelda in order to have her fight against Link, then against Robin to have him fight Chrom and Lucina, which makes a lot of sense when you know that Robin is a reincarnation of a Dark Dragon. It turns Ken into Violent Ken from SNK v Capcom, in order to turn him against Ryu, of course. It turns Ivysaur against the rest of Red's Pokemon because it's a poison type. It corrupts Luigi into turning on Mario and the princesses, kind of like Count Bleck from Super Paper Mario. And it all ends with a three-way scrap between Samus and Ridley, both of whom endured Phazon corruption in the Metroid Prime trilogy. Yoshi's route is Jurassic Journey. In this one, you fight dinosaurs, dragons, and other reptilian enemies. Ridley, K. Rool, the Koopalings, Charizard, Bowser, and to mix things up, Rathalos as a final boss. Kirby's route is Gourmet Clash, a reference to Gourmet Race from Kirby Superstar. In this mode, you start every fight with a huge chunk of damage, and you have to both eat and fight simultaneously in order to keep your upper hand. And as you would expect, all of the standard enemies in this route are gluttons. Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Wario, King K. Rool, and King Dedede, with a final boss fight against Marx. Fox's route is Spaceborne Smash, in which you fight characters who appear in space. Samus, Rosalina, Meta Knight, more Samuses, Olimar, and Wolf. Pikachu's is I Choose You, which directly references Ash Ketchum from the Pokemon anime. This route is one of my favourites because only Pokeballs spawn in. In this route, you fight all of the Pokemon characters in generation order, with the exception, of course, being Mewtwo, who turns up at the end to fit his legendary status. Luigi's Nightmare might be one of my favourite campaigns. I figured Luigi's route would be all about his role as a sidekick, but instead he fights horror-themed enemies to represent his cowardice. The Toon Links are demonic children. Ridley is a space monster and is literally named after Ridley Scott of Alien fame. Bayo is a witch. The Mii Fighters come dressed in Halloween costumes, including Jason Voorhees and the Prime Minister of China. Dark Link is a doppelganger. Wireframe Little Mac is the Invisible Man, and without warning, when you defeat him, he's followed up with Game & Watch, a living shadow. To top it all off, the final boss is Count Dracula. This route is fantastic. Ness's route is home to Onett. In this one, a homesick Ness returns home from his adventure, retracing his steps through the events of Earthbound in reverse order. First, you get a miscoloured Ness to represent the younger version of himself he encounters in Magicant. Lucas pops in for a cameo, because of course he does. A trio of Robs are the Monotoli Building's sentry robots. Sheik is a denizen of the Dusty Dunes Desert. A pair of Dark Toon Links stand in as zombies from Threed. And Villager and Isabelle represent the gang members and the dogs who appear as enemies in Onett. Captain Falcon's route is Up Close and Personal, in which he fights against characters who excel in close combat. DK, Ganondorf, Ryu, Roy, a gang of Mii brawlers, Little Mac, Bowser, and as a final boss, Giga Bowser. Nice and simple. Jigglypuff, being the final unlockable character from the original Smash Bros, has a route called All Original, All 64, in which you fight against the OG roster. Master Hand is strangely absent despite debuting in Smash 64, instead being replaced by Donkey Kong. Moving on to the melee newcomers, we have Peach with the No Damsel in Distress routes. In this one, you fight kidnappers, Bowser Jr., Ganondorf, Donkey Kong, or Cranky Kong to be exact, the Koopalings, King K. Rool, and Bowser. Daisy's route is Sarasaland Represents. In this one, you fight all of the other princesses. Zelda, Lucina, Rosalina, who I guess is a princess of space, Corrin, some Mii's playing dress up, and Princess Peach. Bowser's route is called The Red One! Every Red One! In which he takes all of his Mario frustration out on all of the red characters. A bunch of Mario cosplayers, Ken, Samus, Charizard and Incineroar, Diddy Kong, Rathalos, who isn't the final boss, and then, as a final boss, Mario, followed by a powered-up Metal Mario. The Ice Climbers route is Duos for Days, in which they take on a bunch of iconic duos. Link and Zelda, Ryu and Ken, Villager and Isabelle, DK and Diddy, Palutena and Pit, Mario and Peach... Sorry, Luigi. And regardless of whether you're playing on a high or a low difficulty, Master Hand pairs up with Crazy Hand because, you know, that's just fair. Sheik, being a masked alter ego, takes the Masquerade route. In this one, you fight masked characters. Meta Knight, Captain Falcon, Samus, Roy Cooper, Little Mac, and a gang of Mii fighters representing Skull Kid, Jason Voorhees, Shy Guys, Raymark 3, the Black Knight, and the Yiga Klansman. That's a lot of masked characters. Zelda's route is Wisdom Prevails. Similarly to Link, she takes on mostly evil characters, but here she focuses more on enemies who rely on brute force, such as Wario, Bowser, the Yiga clan, K. Rool, who arguably could be standing in here as King Bulblin, Dark Samus, a gang of Dark Links, Ganondorf, and of course, Ganon. Dr. Mario's route is the Colourful Treatment Plan, in which he fights red, blue, and yellow teams to represent the pills and viruses. These colourful teams consist of Game & Watches, Kirby's, Yoshi's, Wii Fit trainers, good for a doctor, Rob's, and last of all, as a nod to their rivalry in Dr. Mario 64, Wario's. Pichu hosts the Lightweight Fracas, in which he battles the lightest characters in the roster on Sky-themed levels. Jigglypuff, Squirtle, Game & Watch, Olimar, Kirby, Meta Knight, and Mewtwo. Sephiroth sadly doesn't get in this one because he's DLC. Falco's route, Soar Above the Darkness, actually seems a little unfitting to me. Kind of like Link, Falco battles against dark counterparts of characters. Dark Samus, Dark Pit, the Dark Links, Klaus, Blood Falcon, and a corrupted Game & Watch. And on lower difficulties, Falcon takes on a solo Crazy Hand as the final boss. Marth's route is a Kingdom of Dragons, in which he takes on draconic characters in fantasy-themed stages. Charizard, Yoshi's, K. Rool, cosplaying Mii's, Ridley, a pair of Corins, and as a final boss, Rathalos. Lucina's route is a Path of Heroes, in which she fights all of the Fire Emblem protagonists in reverse chronological order, to represent her travelling back through time. Young Link's route is Hyrule Smash, in which every match is against Zelda characters and features Zelda assist trophies. Standout matches include a battle against his own Dark clone, the multicoloured Toon Links from Four Swords, and of course, a final battle against Ganon. Ganondorf's route is Encroaching Darkness, in which you're pitted against heroic characters. The Mario Bros, Fox and Falco, Shulk, the Sword Boys, Palutena and Pit, and of course, Link and Zelda. Mewtwo's route I love just as much as Luigi's, if not more so. It's called Psychic Control, and it's inspired by the first Pokemon movie. In this one, Mewtwo defeats enemies who are susceptible to brainwashing based on their histories, in order to control them and have them fight as allies in subsequent matches. The first match is against fellow psychics, Ness and Lucas, the latter of whom gets brainwashed like his brother does. Then you gang up on Cloud, who is constantly fighting against Sephiroth's mind control. Then you have Ryu and Ken, the latter of whom becomes Violent Ken when brainwashed by M. Bison. Next is Richter, who gets brainwashed by Shaft in Symphony of the Nights. Then you have Palutena and Pit, the latter of whom has his soul stolen by the Chaos Kin. And finally, a bunch of Pokemon. Out of all these mons, the Pikachu is the one you brainwash into fighting the hands, to represent how Ash's Pikachu gets captured and cloned in the movie. This is my favourite one so far. Roy's route is a Journey of Swords, a direct slap in the face to everyone who claims that there are too many sword fighters in this game. In this one, you take on Lucina, Chrom and Ike, Meta Knight, Link, Shulk, Cloud, Marth, and Corrin. Most of the sword fighters. Chrom's Fighters 1 campaign is a callback to Fire Emblem Awakening's pair-up mechanic, wherein you would buddy up units in order to bolster them. You start with a duel against your time-travelling daughter, and then you spend the rest of the route taking on classic duos with an alternating Lucina and Robin by your side. And last of all, for the melee characters and their Echo Fighters, we have Game & Watch with a long legacy. This route is a huge love letter to classic gaming, in which you battle retro characters on retro stages in reverse chronological order. I'm going to take a break now, but next time we'll be going through the Brawl and the Smash 4 newcomers. See you then.